Yo, hi guys, again. I just got some legal stuff to bring up with y'all as advice. Oh man, I watched a bunch of legal videos. Before I get ready to go to court. Usually, y'all should know that I went to paralegal school. I had another channel about the laws on that. Apparently, that got taken down. One of the main reasons why I went to Daily Motion. I just thought about that. Bunch of legal stuff with police and all this stuff. When I first got here, I had a problem with GCI, and I told I was taken to court, right? Bunch of other stuff along with that as well. So over time, real stuff was already happening to me when I first got here, and it kept happening to me after that. I called police over 15 times for the past 3 months. In the time frame, there's all this stuff happening here. Sometime on the third month or fourth or fifth month, I called police here because this douchebag lady was opening my mailbox and stuff. Both of the mailbox outside is my house stuff because it's a duplex. There were other people open my mailbox and stealing my mail as well. This is not the first day I've been to where people stole my mail. I can investigate New York if someone stole my mail and they live in another city. Like if I stay in the Queens and someone stay in the Bronx and steal my mail, I can find you. So I'm in a small city right now. There's not many people who knows where my address is. I can find you. I know where you are. Here I am calling this police about this person. And the police told me I have no trespassing notice. Usually, a formal trespassing notice is when you go through the court process and send a document to legally notify you a no trespassing notice to, because I might go back out there and ask for a refund again. Like they promised in their contract that I had printed out and I emailed out. And that ping server account was being hacked at the time. I was aware of it already. Even I didn't know how I did it. They said I had no trespassing notice. They said if I go up there again and they arrest me, I said, officer, usually you give a paper no trespassing notice. We don't do that up here. Yeah, you do. It's everywhere. We don't do it. I've been up here to say 6 times, officer. You do. With some fat Caucasian people. He looked very familiar too. Anyway. And this police officer's face looked very familiar. I cannot get over it. But anyway, back to the subject at hand. Usually, DCI who gave me no trespassing. I've been filing complaints for the past, since I got up against GCI. And I told the FBI as well. And every time I make a phone call, the same voices keep coming up. There are a limited amount of voices that keep coming on my phone. I can call someone in Brazil, and I would get the same voice here. I have a program in my computer and my phones that I put a script in. So if anyone that did hack me or did any form of jurisdiction like that douchebag GCI employee did to my marauder, I will be able to get into it anytime, anywhere, and put every information I want out of it. That's legal, because it's mine. Anyway, it's also legal if someone purposely doing something illegal to you. This is just I know. Anyway, before that, I drove back and forth here in taxi twice or 3 times. And every single time, I had a police officer pull over a taxi and ask me for my ID and threaten me to go to jail. Correction, I rode in taxi as a passenger with my seatbelt on. The officer said the first time that he would shoot me if I don't show my identification. I told the officer, if I kick this taxi person out of the car and kill you during that process, do you think the police will be able to stop me when they're in the wrong? The taxi driver, will you be able to do that? Because I asked this because, as y'all know before, on my past video a couple of years ago, I told y'all from Alaska. And I told you Alaska is comparable to Mississippi in New York. Anyway, the second time it happened again, it's the same problem. I told the officer, are you detaining me? Are you suspecting me of anything? Why do you need my identification? Ask the passenger. I can give you my name, my date of birth, my identification number, and my social security. You can put way more information about that. And he's still threatening to take me to jail. And I said the same thing. I can kick a taxi driver out the car and kill you legally. And then, whatever. I just showed my ID in both cases because I can just nuke the city. Not nuke, let me get the correct wording. I can trash the entire state and not get in trouble for it. As I stated before, Y'all know my last video, my first video about Alaska, where I got beat by police at the airport and they taking my videos out. And I told y'all I put a program in that computer and I hacked the freaking police car stuff so I can keep records for myself. And when I left out of state at that time, I came back again. I don't know how they know I came back. I came back again a couple months after. One of the police officers I did this crap in, legally of course, he could try to harass me. He said, I told you to come back up. I'm back up here. What are you going to do about it? Yeah, I'm grudgy. I beat the crap here and told the FBI I am. Not in this state, in another state. Who knows where he's at? Probably getting interrogated. Or maybe he let loose. Who knows? I told you before, this is my 6th time being in Alaska. Anyway, back to the subject at hand. I happened again a 3rd time. At this time, I didn't even need to argue. I just told the police officer, I'm going to sue y'all. I hope you know that. I said, did you? And he said, did you see going to shoot officer? If I wanted to shoot you, you would not be able to get out your police car. I got bulletproof windows. I can shoot in the same spot. Fun stuff. And then every state I've been to, after 3, 4, 6, 5 state trips, I was aware that you need to go to the police station to make a point. I started doing this when I got out of Mississippi the 4th time I went back. I went back to Mississippi 5 times because Mississippi is one state that A, I got beaten by many police officers as a child. C, police officers pointed a gun at me as a child. And B, KKK pricks. I went back to say hi to them. The same thing with Georgia, Louisiana, Texas, California, Florida, and New York. I went back to all the places just to say hi. Legally, of course. When I say hi, I mean they come to me, not me come to them. I just happen to take advantage of my situation. Anyway, so I went to a Mississippi police station to say hi. And they asked me, what are you doing here? I didn't want to say hi and introduce myself. I'm living with my friend right now. You know. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, can a police officer point a gun at me and just shoot me for no reason? No. No, that's okay. Okay, that's all I need to know. And I walked out. A couple of days after that, like I said, I was staying at my friend's house. I was employed by this person. And this person decided to ask me to watch their house. This person went on a trip. They did not know this person was very rich and very powerful in political law and stuff. So they came out to try to burn the house down. I trashed every last one of them and their kids. And I told you, oh man, you must have thought this was my house. I informed y'all ahead of time. This is not my house. Do you want to know what happened if you burned someone's house that went on a trip to Hawaii, Alaska, and Brazil just to come back here? Hold on to that thought. Anyway, back to the subject at hand. North Pole and Fairbanks and Anchorage and Juneau and Kentucky and Denali, all these areas of Alaska is similar to New York, Mississippi, and California, except they're small numbers. On top of that, the military people are also involved. I'm not in the military despite my uniform. So, well, it looks like I'm wearing. Now, the question of the day is, if these people did shoot at me or any form of robbery up here, two things can happen legally. I can vote a certain statute that will allow me to trash the entire city. And I can broadcast by hacking to every system as proof, because I already know you can't erase things from me. I was the main people when I did college for engineering that stated that you cannot erase anything from a computer, even if you burn it. As the forensics and digital forensics, they even stated you cannot burn or destroy a computer that use any form of Wi-Fi or internet connection with data on it, despite how the server goes, and completely get rid of the information. If someone has the ability to pull the information out, it may take time. The main reason they don't do it because it takes time. And I told them, even if it did take time, if you have someone that's able to do that, pull information out for a dead computer, a burned computer, an ash computer, or deleted information, such as myself, and broadcast it. In my scenario, if I burn the city down and murder everyone here, I wouldn't get in trouble for it because they're all involved in it. That's statute 1. There's another statute, I don't know the name of it, that if police come at me on any reason that I feel my life is threatened, and when I'm in a legal right to do so, despite what they think is, they cannot put me in handcuffs nor detain me nor arrest me for anything. And I can invoke my right where I defend myself against a police officer that if they point a gun and shoot me, make an attempt to shoot me, tase me, pepper spray me, or hit me with a baton or anything, if I rip their heads off their shoulder, I will still get away with it. Here's another thing I didn't know. I just brought my memory back. Subliminal messages is illegal by multitudes of law, federal, state, international, and local wise. It doesn't matter. You know how I know this? Because a couple of years ago, I looked up a law about subliminal messages because this is not the only state that's happened to me in. They stated that music in the 70s, 60s used to do that and they made it banned. 80s, they banned it. 90s, they banned it. 2000, they put another law on it. And 2010, they put another law in. In 2015, they put another law in. The reason I'm calling come up, some of my memories come back. 2017, they put another law in. 2018, they put another law in. And I looked at it again on my phone here, and they say that subliminal is not illegal. That's how y'all know I'm being hacked. As I stated before, hacking is a federal crime. I'm going to firearm engineering school. It is a federal crime to hack such a thing, as well as state and city and local municipal crime. Now, here's a third law y'all didn't know about. I'm not going to tell you the statute. Y'all can look for yourself. There's another statute that if someone next door or anyone else in this area has any plan, which is premeditated and organized crime of any level, is a federal crime. It's also federal to port someone information identity to another country. That's actually more than just federal. It's an international crime. This came back with my memory. Another thing is, if for any reason that I am being investigated on a hacking, monitoring, keylog, or screen filter level without any form of warrant that was made 3 months prior or 48 hours prior under certain circumstances, anything during that time is illegal. And if, as I see some scenarios where police was, this guy wasn't brown, he was white, and he was walking down the street and stuff. The guy suspected him for stealing from a store that was 15 miles away. You wearing the same outfit. He told the police officer to screw himself, or you're not detaining me, you're not suspecting me anything, I don't know, blah, 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 all the legal stuff. And the officer shot him in the leg and arrested him. The problem with that is that he caught his parent before the police officer, fully put him over, and asked him to pull up a crime statistic report that's happening area, and they had a police scanner. They heard no such thing on a police scanner at that time. Sometime after he got out, about a week later, and 2 weeks after that, they called in and tried to sue the stuff for no such support. This profile, he was sagging his pants on this stuff. The report wasn't there, so when they finally went to court, they brought out the report that made it, and they put the date before that. The problem was, they did not know that the guy's dad was a computer science engineer who went into a system hacked it, and looked at the computer program and found out they put the information in it after the time. Now, this has happened to many brown people. Not many brown people know that you can do that legally. I don't know the statute right off my head because, like I said, I made my own laws up. I haven't, sometime around 95, I made a 600 pay of my own stuff, my own economy. And then I changed it again around 2000 when I was in school, and then I changed again around 2005, and then I changed again my time in the military, then I changed again over and over, and I keep adding on to it and taking away and adding on to it now. So, I really don't care. But, I'm letting y'all know that ahead of time, even though I'm being hacked now, and this might not get out, I have a server located all around North Pole and Fairbanks. This is under illegal circumstances. I plan on getting back. So, any person that hacked me around this area and stole my identity, all the information is pinging off of this and going to them. They're trying to track my stuff down. I invented everything. I'm not a genius, people. It's not already know. I'm a genetic engineer, chemical engineer, quantum engineer by trade. Those are my natural birth talents. Everything else is just funsies. Everything they've done so far is going to those stuff. And then going to Canada and going back down here. Because yes, I have a passport, and yes, I do have people in Canada. So the question of today is, I'm going to take these people to Supreme Court. Because A, I need to sue that moving company. I'm not stopping. I had 3 gaming desktops that over $50,000 each. I'm going to drill them until I get my stuff back, what I asked for. I'm still in the state of Alaska, along with North Dakota, along with every other state I've been in. But Alaska is the main priority because it's the main area. Of course, I'm still serving the military, United States of America, and the VA prick. And I'm still suing Diva Pipeline and GCI and everything else. The question of the day is, what do I do in my scenario under circumstances that invoke my statutory right as a citizen? Yes, people, I am doing the firearm engineering class, since the people outside telling me that. Yes, people, I do have every other mental disease on the planet. But the problem was, I volunteer myself to turn in. That means there's no education, there's no committed, there's no warrant, there's no anything that under any circumstance, if they decide to go back there in the past, if they try to look at my record, I can debug them. I called myself to get picked up. When it came to pick me up, they did not show me warrant before they put me in handcuff. I called myself to get picked up. I went in. I did not go through a court process to get in. I went through a court process to get out. You supposed to go through a court process within a certain amount of hours. They did not fulfill or notify me of anything. But therefore, I did not get anything. But I do have schizophrenia, schizotypical. Yes, people, I got good memories. While my time in the hospital, beat, shock therapy, and freaking sleep hypnosis. The same thing these people are doing now, way back ahead of time. Yes, people, as I stated before, in every single state from elementary all the way up to now, it's not about making everyone else a believer, it's about making you a believer. In other words, it's not whether people in this area believe me, it's about whether I believe me. Now, fortunately for everyone, I'm the only person on this planet who holds every engineering degree, almost every engineering degree, with every single trade, every single certification, and every other single job experience out there with almost all the language in the world. In other words, it's not me who need to bow towards you, it's you who need to go bow to me. But since I don't take subjects, I understand bow to me as a submission. I'm saying about to make my job easy to behead you. I've been out of the military for over 6 years now. But for those who are in the military, this is going to my old channel. Just got kind of prepped ahead of time for this. I had a feeling this was going to happen. Yes, people, you can make a channel without using your real name, your real number, and your real identification on it. As long as you don't do anything illegal on it. So if the government really wants you, they find Saddam Hussein. He was buried in the desert under 5 feet of dirt. I'm pretty sure the government want to find you, they find you. Except for me, but they find you. But anyway, now then. In other words, everything going up here is going to somewhere else that's going around. This is similar to dark web, deep web. The deep web is not illegal, people. The dark web is not illegal either, but the problem is the dark web is the activities on most stuff on it. The dark web is just a glorified VPN and an ATM. Since these people outside, that's why you don't listen to music when you fall asleep unless it's not connected to Wi-Fi. Don't listen to music when it's connected into Wi-Fi internet or internet capabilities, but even then I can still get in there. But everything so far invoking my rights to go across the street to the people who are hacking me. Since I told the police about it, I informed them about it multiple times. They said they don't deal with this stuff. Stole my identity multiple times, threatened me multiple times, stole my stuff multiple times, took my stuff on my property multiple times, false advertising multiple times, and doing bullcrap multiple times. I'm putting in directions. Anyway, in other words, my life is in danger. What do I do about this situation when I hold everything on the planet and they don't? Yes, people. You seen on 5 channels ago that I was walking with my camera doing my workout, my prayer therapy, and some douchebag tried to fight me. This is the same thing I told you about in high school. Some douchebags didn't know what they're doing, and they try to fight with my own stuff. What do I do against people who use my own stuff, people? You know, attack the weakness that I put into it. Congratulations. In this situation, what do I do when I have to skills to fly a plane, fly a jet, a private plane? But don't worry, I'm getting there. Links. Swim in ice water, drive a boat, EOD in demolition, in architecture and civil engineering. I can just keep going on and on. I'm almost a black belt in every single martial arts. What do I do in my situation? Well, if they can hear me saying this stuff inside my household, well, if one person come on my channel and somehow everyone in the world knows about it, but if that one person didn't come on my channel like it is now, blanking back and forth, what do I do about this situation? Simple, people. I just Kim gas them. There's a statue where you can kill people. You guys don't know about it, but that statue is still been the same time. Remember though, the main law that based around it is equal of what they give you as a threat. People are legally hacking my stuff. The only time my channel go up when someone here in this area is nearby knowing about it. In other words, unless people subscribe my channel on my game system, but not many did, and I can track them down, my stuff will never go to 1 to 0 on anything. It means two things. I can chem gas them or I can biogas them. Yes, people, it's very legal to do so. Correction of innocent people. You are innocent to proven guilty. If you are involved in any crime or aware of it, where a life is in danger, which is life, my property, my house, my stuff, or anything that involves those three categories like liberty, you are allowed to do so. Next statute involves whatever they give to me equally, I'm give back. So far, they give me my life as a danger. In other words, guess what I can give? The question of the day is, what do I do in my scenario right now? Well, I know every person's name on this plot because I've seen a private investigator here. I don't even know who they are. They probably tried to brainwash me last night because someone walked on my property and asked questions, which is why I did not sleep well. Yeah, I can hear people outside on my property. It's no one outside. I can hear your footsteps. So what do I do about this, people? If I decide to go across the street, beat the person who asked me for my name, my social security number, my date of birth, how much money I make, who I bank with, guy across the street, and who somehow everyone in this area know about it. The same thing with people in that hotel. Now, the other 5 times, all my, my first time being back up here. Now, I could have trashed the whole area because when I went to the store, ladies said, I don't like my kind around here. I mean, you don't like brown people? Yeah, like, I hate your kind. And a fat police officer who looked very familiar walked up to me with his hand on his gun. I told him, if I can kick you and go throw and kill you and proceed to death, he said he'd call every police around before he can. Well, you be dead. You want to test that theory? And guys said, just buy yourself and go. And they say, See, I would buy 6 packs of Gatorade. From the bench, it says $10. That's from Fairbanks. And somehow, I included tax up here as well. That would equate to $12 and $13 and $14. She said it was $20 and then went up to $25. I said, I'm not buying this unless you break it back down. The police officer stepped back from me, and I told him, there's no matter how far back from me. You get too far back from me, I would grab this lady hair off the table and I would smash it and use her as a bullet shield. That was me back then. The same thing about that hotel back there that I told him, if I can kill everyone in this hotel, if you all want to go. He said my dad's a cop. I will kill your dad as well. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me put it in self-defense. That's a legal term. Now, in this scenario, what do I do about this? Because the military people are helping them as well. But let me say this. You cannot sue the government. The government is just a name. Unless you're doing an embodiment with the embodiment filming. The government is just a name. You have people. In other words, what do I do about my scenario when they're not immune to bullets? And they'd have to breathe. I don't know. But anyway, y'all, know your